Recognizing a clear link between prolonged occupation and gender-based violence, excessive use of force by Israeli defense forces, the gendered impact of the occupation, and called for ending the prolonged occupation and the blockade of the Gaza Strip.
The colonial Israeli military occupation remains the major obstacle for Palestinian women. Only an end to the occupation will bring true and lasting empowerment to the Palestinian people, including women and girls. Thank you.
I thank you.
To put an end to the suffering of Palestinian women and allowing her to enjoy all her rights. Thank you.
I thank you.
We support the rights of Palestinian women, and it is essential to put an end to the violence that they are subject to under occupation.
Thank you very much.
Next is UN Watch.
Thank you, Mr. Chair. Today's report on Israel and the Palestinian territories provides important information on women targeted by violence. Regrettably, however, the report is undermined by its subservience to one recurring and unproven assumption. As highlighted by the rapporteur, that is the, quote, clear linkage between the prolonged occupation and violence against women. Ms. Simonovic, in other words, what you are saying is as follows: when Palestinian men beat their wives, it's Israel's fault. In this regard, I wish to pose some questions. First, how do you know there is a, quote, clear linkage? Where is the data? I don't see it anywhere in the report, not in Addendum 1 or 2. Is it right to continue infantilizing Palestinians such that when a man in Ramallah beats his wife, we encourage him to say, quote, Israel made me do it? Your report speaks of Israeli actions that create pressure. Well, maybe. Yet there may be a myriad of other influences. How do you know which is significant? It would be interesting, for example, to examine comparable populations in Lebanon, Jordan, Sinai, and Egypt, and to see if there are differences in the rate of violence against women. Ms. Simonovic, why have you not done so? Where is the data? Second, you make a passing reference to the influence of tradition and culture. Do you mean Palestinian, Arab, or Muslim tradition? You don't say which, and don't seem to be interested in this key factor in the Middle East. Why did you fail to mention that official Palestinian TV regularly broadcasts Islamic preachers who tell the people how to beat their wives? On February 8, 2016, for example, Hassan al-Laham, the Mufti of Gaza, quoting the Quran and the Hadith, advised husbands on how to hit wives, recommending, quote, hitting that does not make her ugly. In other words, not hitting that will bring the police. The hitting will be like a joke. The hitting is a kind of reminder that the love and friendship that Allah commanded is still found between the couple. Ms. Simonovic, while you find numerous indirect ways to blame Israel, how could you omit these direct forms of Palestinian incitement for men to beat their wives? Thank you, Mr. Chair.
You have to fight for survival, or your family will always live in misery. The poorest, the loneliest, and most afraid people, they become suicide bombers. They not dare or want to say no. It is training a lot. How to hide in crowd, how to choose a place, how to navigate to not bump into people, how to do movement, how to check for enemies, and how, what, when to scream, and of course, how to explode yourself. Most was no time bomb. It was self-bombing. You press the button. You come close to car, either under it or hidden in it. The organizations come and find you and your poor family. They ask you if you want your family to starve, for Palestine to be destroyed. Are you a hero or a weak person? Do you see it as a solution, yes or no? They ask. If yes, training begins. You are told to never tell anyone, not family, no one. Just complete the mission. After death, they forced your mother or sister go on camera and say they are happy. They are acting. Then the family gets money. Your family is no longer poor, and you are dead.
שלטון שהוא פלסטיני או ישראלי? מה אתה מעדיף?
שלטון ישראלי.
למה?
קודם כל אנחנו חיים במדינה הזאת. והמדינה הזאת...
אתה חי פה. הממשלה, שיהיה פלסטינאים, שיהיה...
לא, שיהיה ישראלים.
אוקיי, למה?
כי טוב לנו פה, חיים טוב, אוכלים טוב.
אתה עדיין תגור פה.
בוא אני אסביר לך משהו. במדינה הזאת מי שנפטר בעלה מקבל את כסף, מי שמקבל מכה מקבל ביטוח לאומי חד, מי שעושה תאונת דרכים מקבל את כל הזכויות, מי שעובד וסיים את העבודה שלו במקום עבודה של 20 שנה, 30 שנה הוא מקבל את הפיצויים, מקבל את הפנסיה. במדינה פלסטינית אתה לא מקבל את זה, אנשים חיים מאוד שם. אז המדינה הזאת מאוד טובה לעם ישראל. שרק תהיה המדינה הזאת, תישאר לכל אחד.
מה שם פרטי?
וגם אם מדינת פלסטינאים תעבור למדינת ישראל, תאמין לי גם יחיה טוב, העם יחיה טוב. שים לב, בוא נגיד 60 מהאוכלוסייה הפלסטינית הם באים לעבוד פה במדינת ישראל. למה? כי שם אין עבודה. עובדים שם ב-50 שקל יומי. 50 שקל, מה יכולה לעשות לבן אדם שיש לו 5 ילדים? אנחנו פה מקבלים 8,000 ו9,000 וזה לא נגיד מספיק, אבל ברוך השם.